This is Grown97 back with you. I'm gonna talk some fantasy football. So my team right now, we are 5-3, fourth in the league, 12-team league, with two quarterbacks starting, two running backs, two wide receivers, tight end, and four flex, a defense, and a kicker, with 8 bench spots and an IR spot. As of right now, I've traded 7 times and have 30 acquisitions. My starting quarterbacks are RG3, Phillip Rivers. Running backs, LeSean McCoy, Rashard Jennings. Receivers, Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker. Tight end, Brandon Pettigrew. Flex, AJ Green, Steve Smith, Malcolm Floyd, Stevie Johnson. Defense, Giants. And kicker, Matt Bryant. In my bench is Jake Cutler, Kobe Fleener, Fred Jackson, Andre Brown, Michaela Shore, Brandon Bolden, Darrell Richardson, and Mike Thomas, who just got traded to the Lions. Players I drafted were Sean McCoy, Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker, Brandon Pettigrew, AJ Green, Steve Smith, Malcolm Floyd, Giants defense, Matt Bryant, Kobe Fleener, Kobe Fleener. I didn't draft Kobe Fleener. Jay Cutler, and that's it. So I did not draft much of my team. I traded a lot, and most of my trades would either get me same talent or similar talent. My first trade was Carson Palmer. They trade Carson Palmer, Ruben Randall, and I trade Andrew Luck and Jermaine Gresham. My next trade, I had dozens of trade proposals, but my next accepted trade was BenJarvus Green-Ellis for Rashard Mendenhall, and that was before the season even started. Those two trades before the season even started. My next trade accepted was, I think, right before the season, on August 26th. I traded Fred Jackson. No, they traded Fred Jackson and BenJarvus Green-Ellis for Isaac Redman. Sorry. They traded Fred Jackson, and I traded BenJarvus Green-Ellis, Isaac Redman, and Tim Hightower. And then I had another trade during the season. I was actually trying to trade with another team, but they said that they would not until the season started. My next trade was Ryan Fitzpatrick. I traded Ryan Fitzpatrick, and they trade Ryan Tannehill, Justin Blackmon, and Josh Freeman. I did that so I can get more quarterback depth, and someone agreed with me that they would give me RG3 if I got Josh Freeman. And I traded RG3 for Josh Freeman. I got RG3, and they traded Josh Freeman and Ryan Tannehill. So that really gave them quarterback depth, and it gave me a quarterback for the future. My next trade was I traded Carson Palmer for Phil Rivers and Jonathan Stewart. That's a questionable trade because Carson Palmer is putting up a bunch of stats just because his team's always down. And Jonathan Stewart, he's now the main running back, but I dropped him the week before, and another team picked him up. So Phil Rivers, hit or miss. I'm hoping that he's gonna get better as the season goes on. I think he can, but I think he doesn't have the weapons that he's had before. With Darren Sproles, Vincent Jackson, Antonio Gates has been healthy for past 3 or 4 years. My next trade was I trade Josh Gordon, and they trade Stevie Johnson. I did this because Josh Gordon gets like 3 catches a game, and one of them is a big play. So he's either going to get you a big play or absolutely nothing. And Stevie Johnson's more consistent. Hasn't had a 100-yard game this year, but I'm not really concerned about that because he does get good fantasy stats. Right now, I'm trying to get a running back for the playoffs. I have Rashard Jennings in my starter. That's because Maurice Jones-Drew is going to be out. I know that's not a long-term solution, so I'm trying to get Matt Forte and trying to trade some of my wide receiver depth and some of my bench depth, like Mikel Ashore, who's a starter, and Fred Jackson, who gets a handful of touches in a game. So I'm hoping I can get Matt Forte or another running back who's going to be consistent for the postseason. Right now, fourth seed out of 8 in the playoffs, fourth out of 12 in the whole league. So I'm hoping I won last year. I drafted smart this year, and I'm hoping that I can win the league again this year. But I'm gonna need a running back who's gonna put up consistent stat. This is Grown 97 signing out.